Well, where we are right now, this is going to be the next phase of development in the master plan resort, Olympic Terrace 2 Phase 2. So we are surrounded here on McCartney Peak Lane by trees.
Yes.
But you can still see how bright and light it is in these big lots. So what goes into specifically the planning and platting of these lots in order to make sure that you're maximizing the space and also maximizing the best of the Northwest?
Yes. So, you know, there's a lot that does go into it. Some of that goes into it is, what are you starting with? So, you know, we do have water and streams and those kinds of things around us, which is great to see. And so we have to take a look at the lay of the land, what makes sense, and where do we need to environmentally protect areas. And then once we identify those areas, then we can identify where the lots will go. And then we want to look at every lot to say, you know, how does that feel as a community? And like this street to me is really exciting. I feel like this street, all of us are going to be friends, right? Because it's like a small community right within I think there's about 15 homes here on this street. And so looking at, you know, how are you going to interact with your neighbors? How do we get to know each other? And really, walkability. We do a lot with walkability. There's over 30 miles of trails in Port Ludlow. Every project that we develop trails. So just making sure that you know, you feel that connectivity to nature, it's healthy, and that you're able to get out and socialize with your neighbors, which is really great.
Well, and that really is the key to so much of all of Port Ludlow, is we see people walking their dogs at all times of the day, out with their neighbors, taking a stroll, taking a walk. And yes, there's a couple little hilly spots here and there, but for the most part, it's flat and easy to enjoy the community. And so it's interesting that you say you plan for that when you develop the neighborhood. And so this is not specifically a 55 plus community, but it seems to draw that. Is that something that you do intentionally?
No, you know, we have school-age children in Port Ludlow. We have all ages. We're starting to see more people come in that can commute from home or that only have to go into office a short time. But what's so great about Port Ludlow is, you know, we're 30 minutes from Silverdale, Paulsbo area. I can get to the SeaTac Airport. I'd like to travel, right? SeaTac Airport is within an hour and a half. I can get to Seattle in an hour and a half by the Bainbridge Ferry. I can get to Edmonds in an hour, you know. So even though I want to kind of get out of the rat race, I'm still so close to it. And so it feels so convenient that I can get back to wherever I need to go or see a big concert or a show or, you know, things like that, which I really appreciate. But yet when I'm here, you know, just looking around, like you said, with all the trees, with all the trails, and a lot of water. We have waterfalls. We also have views of Ludlow Bay, you know, and the water around us, as well as the mountains.
And so the community, the master plan resort, which is how we started this conversation, there is a little bit of space left to get to those 2,250 homes. So this development is a couple of years down the road, and I mean, construction could start anytime now, but we're looking at a couple years to build it out. And then what's the long-term plan? Will all those 2,200 homes be filled out in the near future?
Yeah, so our plan is to continue to develop amazing areas within Port Ludlow. There's also people who own lots who have not built on them. And sometimes that's to be a member of our clubs. We have 2 different clubs in Port Ludlow, and they offer exercise, pool, social, and so some people do that, and whether they'll build on those in the future or not. But our plan is definitely continue with development of the community. We see the build out of the community supporting the businesses that are here. So there's a beautiful inn, a farm to table restaurant. We have the marina, which does kayaking and paddleboarding and things like that. And then a number of other small businesses that rely on the support of the community to be healthy and be able to be part of it. So that build out is just going to continue to help all of those businesses that are here.